What's up, Rich?
Being cool like you, trying to be anyways.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah. What's up,
Awesome.
man?
Yes, sir. No, everything's been great. Super thankful for you coming on. Gonna start with some fun and easy questions. All right.
Thanks for having me, man. I
Awesome.
appreciate it.
Yeah, really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know, can you tell us what FCN is and what kind of work your company does?
Sure. Yeah. No, absolutely. So, FCN is a value added reseller and a trusted integrator. So, what we do is we have these different types of contracts, and we're pretty much a military contractor or a for the federal government as well on civilian side. Essentially, with our partnerships, so like Cisco, Dell, HPE, Palo Alto, all these big ones. We're partnering with like 1,000 different companies.
Wow, those are massive. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do anything from, Starlink and Starshield satellites in the sky to the mouse on your desk and all the hardware, software in between. So what we'll do is we have a ton of us are engineers. I'm an engineer, but I'm also an account executive. So I can, as a solutions architect, I can design things and then present it to the customer. Which, for my case, I run the Marine Corps team and ask them if that's what they want, and then change puppy to small dog, and I sell it to them
Wow.
with our partnerships. Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic.
Very cool. Do you have a favorite organization you guys work with
Within the Marine Corps or within
as
uh,
an FCN?
FCN as a whole? Well, so we cover all the different sectors. So there's like all the three-letter agencies, NASA. I just happen to be in the Department of War, and I cover the Marine Corps side. So of course, all bias here, Marine Corps all day long.
Semper Fi, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Amen. That's right.
Awesome. So you also have a pretty inspiring story. Can you tell us the story of where you started and where you're at now?
Sure. Yeah. So I come from I come from some pretty humble origins.
Mm.
I was pretty much homeless until I was 12 years old, and couldn't really go to school and stuff like that. I was kind of in and out. And then over time, I just really buckled down and really got my education stuff going. And then 9/11 happened. And when 9/11 happened in New York, I joined the Marine Corps. I was only going to do 4 years. My roommate, the reason I joined is because my roommate, his whole family was in the Twin Towers. So when they went down, I watched him melt on the floor and it broke my heart. So I was in the Marine Corps recruiting office 2 days later. And then I did 4 years where I fought in the Battle of Fallujah. I was in Iraq and Afghanistan numerous combat tours. And then I served starting enlisted, and I went to the chief warrant officer side, which means I was do primarily infantry the beginning of my career, and then I did communications, electronics, the latter half, and then I retired in 2022. The good part is the Marine Corps lined me up with amazing capabilities to get certified in these industry certifications,
Mhm.
and then I had really great role models and great teams that I was able to work with and work for. And over time, it ended up allowing me to perform the role that I'm in now in this job, because essentially I speak the language as a Marine. We do speak a different language. And I know the culture. I understand their requirements from their mission sets. And now I also understand the technologies that they need.
Mm.
And so I get to go out and test new technologies and tell them, hey, Marines, I really believe that you guys should be looking at this because I think it would really help you with your mission. And so the Marine Corps set me up for the current job I'm in now. And so that's where I'm at. That's how I got there.
Yeah, full circle, if you will.
Full circle, man.
Love that. So you spent more than 20 years in the Marine Corps.
I did.
What was the hardest part about switching from military to business life?
That's a great question. I think the hardest part um, for switching between the two
Mm.
would probably be um, calming down with my work ethic a little bit. I don't want to say that I don't have a high work ethic. What I mean is, when you're in the military, as much as we don't want to say this, our families come second. The mission and the Marines come first because, I mean, lives are on the line. So you messed your priorities up a little bit when
Mm.
it comes to putting your work first, periodically, not all the time, but um, so when I got out, I had to convince myself over time that my house was mine, that I wasn't gonna be told to move in 2 years, you know what
Wow.
I mean? So, like, I thought I was gonna
Wow.
have to, like, uproot and go. Like, if I wanna make a change to my house, I can make a change to my house, for I wasn't gonna get orders and now I'm gonna be sent to Japan or something like that. So, I think that whole that whole element was a little bit something that I had to kind of get used to, was to prioritize my family the right way. Now, what I do is when my kids' school schedule comes out in August, I build my entire work schedule out for the whole next year off of their school schedule so I don't miss anything.
Smart.
Yep.
Smart and proactive. Look
Mhm.
at that.
Yeah. So, primarily, the majority of us are engineers, and we come from a lot of these guys either come from that direct vertical. So, if you're supporting CIA, you probably came from CIA, right? Like if you're supporting FBI, you probably came from FBI. If you're supporting Marine Corps, Exhibit A, you probably came from the Marine Corps. But what makes us super powerful is the company's been around since 1990. And you're right, we're pretty small business. There's about 125 heads of us right now, and revenue wise, we do hit way above our belt. But I think that the secret sauce is a lot of us are engineers first. So when I go in before my customer, I don't have to turn around and be like, I don't have the answer to that. I got to find my engineer. Or I'll bring my engineer back. I don't have to do that. I can have those conversations, eye socket to eye socket, kneecap to kneecap with these guys and actually form a solution right in front of them
Mm,
and then move on.
absolutely. And then when you look ahead, what do you hope your future looks like, both your career and then in your own life?
Career wise, I get a lot of cool job offers and a lot of CTO, COO, a lot of directorate roles, a lot of partner roles. But honestly, I really love what I do. I love who I'm supporting and how I'm supporting. I have no desire to go anywhere else. Zero. I I plan on staying here as long as FCN will keep me on and they stay the course as a company.
Mm,
I'll stay here till I retire secondary time. Um, and I I love what I'm doing. Now from a personal side, where do I plan on being? Sure. Um, Honestly, just present with my family. People ask me all the time, they're like, Rich, what's your hobbies? Yeah, man, I like guitar and I like painting and I like surfing and I got a 65 Shelby, man. I love driving cars, right? I like going fast, but my family is my hobby. So it's as present as I can be always till they no more breath in my lungs.
love that. Yeah, respect. And then, so Rich, you gave me this pretty cool coin. Tell me now, what is this? What do I have in my hand?
Sure, yeah. So you want the actual history of challenge coins?
Please, yeah.
Okay, all
A
right.
little concise, but please go ahead.
Sure, yeah, you got it, man. Absolutely. So, back in the Roman days, when a soldier would do well in combat, what the generals or someone in statehood would do, they would actually present them with a gold coin, and then over time. So what happened is those folks that got presented those coins, they wouldn't spend them. They would just hold on to these gold coins as a trinket, right? It was an honor to have that. This is before all the medals and stuff that came on people's uniforms. So they would hold on to these things. And over time, people would put their faces on them, different emperors and generals and things of that nature. And they became command coins. And they were all about honor. And essentially, if you graduate that up, what that turned into was different commands will put their command logo on there, or commanders will put their name and insignia and all those things. And it's just an honor. You get that for doing a good job, right? So when you're doing well, that's a way that they'll honor you, kind of secret. Now, if you notice when I handed it to you, I didn't show it to everybody and be like, look at this. I didn't do that.
Sure.
I put it in my hand. I shook your hand. I turned it over, dumped it in your hand, and then you walk away with it. It's bit of a kind of a
Okay.
humble nod.
Very cool. Very thankful for this.
Yeah, you're
Awesome.
welcome, man. Absolutely. It's
Very
my
much.
pleasure.
And then just two more quick kind of questions for you.
Sure.
When you look back at your career, what's one moment or achievement you're really proud of? Anything come to mind?
I think my number one is a thing I probably missed the most about the military. My number one achievement, I think, was, and it's hard to say it as someone sitting on this side of the fence, because if somebody says you're a good leader, you don't say that you're a good leader. They say that you're a good leader. But being able to be there professionally and personally for the Marines and be able to help them graduate and become better than you, that was my absolute favorite thing that I was ever able to do, was to legitimately lead Marines both personally and professionally, and I really miss it. That was my favorite part.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
And I do want to end on this kind of note. You've been through a lot in your life, as you shared in your story. Um, any advice you give to someone who's struggling or trying to build a better future for themselves
Mm.
from your perspective?
Yeah, don't make excuses.
Mm,
Excuses will kill you. They will keep you exactly where you're at, and you will never move beyond them. Um, if you make an excuse, you're just giving away. It's just another way of saying no. I'm not going to do it. If you really want something, go get it. The only thing stopping you is you. Doesn't matter your circumstances. Doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter financially, or it doesn't even matter if you got a criminal record. If you really want something and strive towards it, go get it.
amen to that.
Mhm.
Rich, thank you so much. That's
Yeah.
all on my end.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. You're
Of
very
course.